Bastille, welcome to the Music City.
Thanks for having us in the Music City.
Is that what it's called, is it? We learn something new every day.
You didn't know Nashville was called the Music City?
I just thought it was called Nashville.
The Queen in the 1800s coined it the Music City. America's Music City.
The current
There you go. So not that Queen. Not that, I know she's old, but she's not that old. So you guys, this is like your first headlining North American arena tour.
Yeah.
We can never be jaded. This is it's the best. It's the best job in the world.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous what we get to do.
We feel very lucky that we get to do this. I think like this is the longest we will all have ever been away. Like but I think I think more than ever this time we kind of feel like just very lucky to get to do this, and I've been making a massive effort to, like, if we're going to be in America and if we're going to go to all these different states, to like get out and see as much as we can and do as much as we can.
Like hit the bars.
Yeah, sometimes in Nashville, maybe there's less beauty spots to visit, and maybe it's a bit more about like.
You say hit the bars, I say support the local economies when...
Exactly.
So were you out last night in Nashville?
Yes. Went to Santa's pub.
Yes, Santa's Karaoke. Did you get up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
What were you singing? Come on. Are you going to show me a video?
Of course he is.
Oh no.
Thanks for
Come
sharing.
on, Kyle, what are you going to say?
Well, did you do Metallica?
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Charlie did Metallica. Bless Charlie's little voice today.
All like thereof.
Someone signed me up for Boys to Men,
What group is it?
which I had to then get up and attempt to sing.
How did
Right.
that go?
Did you do it?
I did it. I completed the task.
Done it.
It wasn't good.
Oh, that is brilliant.
There's nothing more fun than watching somebody else's night before drunk karaoke videos on someone else's iPhone during the interview that other people can't see, right?
Yes,
This is
totally.
classic.
So
It's not
basically,
the Parkinson.
Bastille. Whoa, now Bastille are a bit delicate today. Then, playing these arenas, like when you step foot on stage, do you still have the wow moment where you just look out and there's a sea of people and it's like, do you ever freeze? Do you ever go?
Yeah. Oh my god. I like. Well, we played Coachella recently, which obviously is not an arena. But I had this really weird thing. I was so nervous that the whole gig went in halftime for me in my head. I kept looking around at the guys and being like,
What is it slow?
why are we playing so slowly? And it felt like,
You were in slow motion.
yeah, I felt like a really shit British Neo from The Matrix. who can't dodge bullets and can only play mediocre songs. And it
Excellent.
but in slow motion. I Coachella. But yeah, but I don't know. So I get terrified all the time, and I think the one thing with this tour that is great though for us is we put loads of work into the visuals and the production, and we've sort of, I think it's the first time that we thought of a tour as a kind of a self-contained thing. You know, we're doing this tour for this album, we're never going to do it again. And the show, like, it starts from when you walk into the room, there's stuff happening on the screens that goes right through to the support bands, and and they're introduced by this kind of sort of media figure that we have on the screens, and it's kind of like, in the least pretentious way possible, it's sort of like a concept show, the whole thing from start to finish, and so that's been really fun for us. And I think for me, as someone that I'm not the most confident person, I get quite nervous, and so just to have this sort of show behind us has been a really fun distraction.
It sounds, I'm intrigued, I have to say. When I saw you guys, actually I think it was the first time I ever interviewed you was in Manchester, when you were touring the first record, but you were writing the second one on the road. So now you're on the road doing the second album, are you writing the third?
Yeah, it's really weird. So when we chatted to you, Mark, our producer, was on the road with us, and I remember like really specifically, we have a song on the record called "Send Them Off," which is what we start the set with at the moment, and it's got this brass riff, and I wrote that backstage at that venue in Manchester, We were there for 2 nights.
Okay.
I have such a vivid memory of it like popping into my head, and I ran into catering, and it was like just going round and round and round in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And that song was one of the songs on the record that's almost like took the longest, because that was years ago. That was like 2014.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that, like, that's what's really nice with the second record for me, and I think for us, is that I can kind of pinpoint, send them offside in a little backstage room in Manchester. A song called Snakes started life in Argentina, and there's a song called Four Walls that there's a guitar solo that Will did in a tour bus in a car park in Germany on tour. And I guess that's what's quite cool. Like, all the memories from the first album, like, oh, my bedroom, and oh, that was also my bedroom, and oh, and that basement in South London where we recorded, oh, my bedroom. Whereas, like, I think we feel so lucky that we got to travel so much with the first record, and that's where this new album sort of like came to life. So yeah, but yeah. So to answer your actual question, yes, we're writing a third album, and yeah, it's fun. I guess it's like, having done the second record, it's now become normal to be writing on the road all the time.
So you've even incorporated a songwriting room into your spec, I suppose, of being on the road. Is that what are we in the songwriting room now?
Inside the inner sanctum of Down's Head, yes.
This is where the magic is happening.
Very Inception.
I insist on a silver round freestanding cushion thing in every writing room.
Excellent. I interviewed Sling a few weeks ago, and he insists on satin on his everything. Yeah, I was like sliding, talking to him, like posting.
The old tantric fellow.
That's him. That's him. A lot of candles in the dressing room.
Just in case sarcasm doesn't exist, I don't insist on this everywhere. just to put that out there.
Just to clarify.
Does Sting actually insist on satin everywhere?
That's what I got told. Yeah.
Sting's own satin.
He has own satin.
Yeah.
He's owned whatever he wants.
So when I saw you last,
within reason.
when I saw you last at Lollapalooza, Wild World was about to drop, and I asked how wild had Bastille's World got, and I think you'd just been to like a private tour of NASA.
Yeah.
Anything surpassed that?
We went back
to NASA.
Microphone, love. Microphone.
Oh, we've got a microphone. We went back to NASA, and we got to hold a bit of the moon. We got to hold a bit of the moon.
Yeah, held moon rocks at NASA. Yeah.
An actual piece of the moon. We held it in the hand like that. It's in a little baggie.
Seriously?
Yeah,
it's not like just freehold.
There's
Go on,
photos.
show me the photo.
This might take
Yeah,
a while.
come on.
What else? Or is anything else happened that's been?
We went whitewater
crazy?
rafting.
We went whitewater rafting in Boise, Idaho.
Okay. I think you did a video on this,
Actually,
right?
I got to correct myself, just outside of Boise. I'm not messing around, these are facts, right?
Go ahead.
No fake news here, mate. Whitewater rafting, it was one of the best things we've ever done. It was amazing. It was the first time any of us had done it. And yeah, I just had a lot of fun. And we got like a brain freeze, but from the outside. You know, normally you get it from eating ice cream.
Yeah.
We got it from the outside, that's how cold the water was.
Wowzers.
Yeah, man.
You're not selling it.
That's the moon rock.
Oh, look at you! You look like a chef.
I do.
Oh yeah, we had to wear like silly little suits to protect all the specimens and stuff.
As if you got to hold a piece of the. That is mental.
Yeah,
Are these pictures? Are these pictures available on your Facebook page?
No, they're not.
Oh.
These are just private ones for us to enjoy.
Sharing is caring. Thanks, boys. So when I spoke to you in Ibiza, God, I've spoken to you in loads of different places, haven't I?
We get around, don't we?
Jeez, Rich. I'm starting to feel like your stalker a little bit, actually.
Or maybe
So
we're your
stupid.
stalker.
Maybe.
We're following you around. We knew you lived
I
in
was in
Nashville.
Santa's last night. Will had learned to fly a plane before learning to drive a car.
No.
Have you passed your test?
I can now drive a car. I haven't passed my flying test yet though.
So you're still learning to fly?
Yeah, we got really busy, and it turns out not ever being in one place isn't conducive to learning to fly an aeroplane. So
Are you gonna shelf it then for a bit?
No, I think this year, because we have some time off towards the end of the year where we're recording an album, but I might be flying instead.
Why did you air quote recording an
Because
album?
I won't be there doing that because I have designs on learning to fly. So I think Woody's going to do the bass on this next one, aren't you, babe?
Finally get some sort of promotion, recognition of my talents. Or I could try and spite you and try and learn to fly a helicopter first before you finish your plane course.
Sorry, I'll do that.
I won't.
Carl can drive a forklift truck. Have you thought about doing a Bastille delivery service?
I mean, yes. Okay. I'll work in the warehouse, getting the things up and down on the pallets from the shelves.
What we should do, get a big plane with a forklift in it. I'll fly us overseas so we can be international, and then you forklift the hell out of it when we get there.
I'm into it, mate. Cut the bag, right? It's
Yeah.
happening right now on Facebook Live with Quick. And we're starting our own international forklift delivery service.
Sheldon
A
used it.
flying forklift service.
I want to know, what were the odd jobs Bastille did before Bastille took off?
Many.
So many. I
know a story about you, Dan.
Which one?
Something about a sex toy being repaired.
Yeah, I used to work at a music agency. I was like the office bitch, basically. Sorry, Facebook Live. Lackey, that's the one. And I had to, at one point I had to get this person's shoes fixed a lot because she kept wearing down the soles of her shoes. So let's get them recobbled every 2 weeks. Get some better shoes. And this guy, this agent, who was actually, he was such a nice guy. He let me sleep on his sofa sometimes. But I had to get his wife's sex toy mended in Soho, which was.
I used to mend sex toys in Soho.
You used to do what?
That's how we met. I was like,
that's how Bastille forms.
I was like, hi, I've got my boss's wife's sex toy here that needs fixing. And Will was like, oh, I also play the bass.
Any other odd jobs then before?
I used to scout for women to be in music videos. So you know the sexy ladies that you see in certain music videos? I used to have to scout them.
Sexy ladies like extras?
Yeah, like model scouting, but for girls who look like they could dance enthusiastically.
Okay, and how would you randomly approach somebody on the
I'd
street?
go up to them and I'd say,
without sounding creepy.
hi, I work for an agency called, I can't remember what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get your details? You'd look great in a video, and often they'd say no, which I found surprising because I'd assumed every woman wants to be in a video, but no.
Yeah.
And then one day, some bigger boys bullied me, and they said, can we have the number of the girls that you were talking to? And I said no, and he said, wait there, and then he came back with like 10 dudes, and they sort of pinned me against a wall and stole the numbers.
What? They stole your Rolodex?
They stole my Rolodex. I was like, okay, well now I'm terrified and humiliated, but also they're not going to come on a date with you. You're like, how we just beat someone up and stole your number, can you? I mean, maybe.
A guy who already creepily had to proposition you with the idea of being in a video that you didn't
Yeah,
believe in.
it's scary. But then the company went under because I went to see the owner once, and the offices that it was based in were closed, and he'd gone. I didn't get paid that much.
Well, you were just hoping that one of us had like worked behind a bar.
No, right. I'm going to wrap this up. Sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
We've all had odd jobs. I think that's probably the best.
Yeah, that's strong. I want to know, how well do Bastille know Bastille?
I like these ones.
Yeah. What are each other's middle names? So we'll all take one. So Dan will start, and then you tell me Woody's, and so on.
Woody.
Chris Woody Wood.
In inverted
Is that the
commas.
real Woody? Woody?
I don't have one.
Oh, okay.
Woody.
Yeah, there's no Campbell
Okay.
over here.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Jonathan with a question mark?
Is there more than
Yeah.
Jonathan?
Eves as well.
Ah, Jonathan Eves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eves.
Eves.
TH.
It's a V. Yeah. His bank account sort number is.
Go on, finally.
You left me last.
Yeah.
I knew Campbell and Woody. What's yours? It's something more
Guess.
sexy.
I don't have one.
He hasn't got one either.
Telephone
No.
either.
Oh, you're not boring, man.
My brother got all the names. His name is Frederick George Farquharson Bray.
Oh, word. That guy owns so much land.
He does.
Just for that name.
Goodness. All right, continuing with the name themed, what are your pet names for each other?
I call Woody Woody. Although sometimes we abbreviate Woody to Wood as like a cute thing, oh, you like Wood, and then we realise that's just his surname.
Yeah.
So actually it's less personal.
You hit the bottle hard last night in Santa's, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Me?
All of yous.
You're just looking like God.
Sorry.
I can't believe how terrible this guy looks.
I did not mean that.
You
I feel
look
like
horrible.
Sweet.
You must have a pet name.
Pet names for each other.
I call everyone babes a lot, or babe.
Baby cakes.
Baby. And it's about, so it's kind of like babe, babes, then baby cakes, and then it just got shortened to baby. So I just keep, I call everyone baby a bit. But I don't know. So that's quite nice. But there's no
like,
personal one.
You know, like with like people that you spend a lot of time with, you like slip into shorthand or whatever. I think everyone calls each other baby, and then every now and then, if you're like in a shop and like one was the other, be like, hey babe, did you post that thing? I just imagine, wow, this must sound really interesting.
But I sometimes, like if I just meet someone and I'm like, oh, do you want a drink, babe? Like as in. Just to some guy that I've just met, just because I'm so used to saying it to all my friends that sometimes I use it when it's fully out of context and people just don't.
There's a few raised eyebrows.
I often jokingly say I love you inappropriately to like people that I know when I say goodbye, like love you, and I said it to a pizza person the other day ordering pizza. I was like, pineapple and cheese, thanks, love you. And
they thought that was quite sweet.
He sounded quite puzzled by it. He's like, oh, okay, bye.
Oh no, he didn't say it back.
No, he's like, oh, what?
Weird sleeping positions. You guys have obviously spent a lot of time together on the road. Have you ever?
Obviously, well, when we sleep, it's just a 4-person spoon every night. Yeah.
And we rotate like the back spoon and the front spoon, so we each get a good go.
And one person goes ladle occasionally, just to Will can sleep like this.
There's foresight.
The foresight, yeah. But like being blessed with a slightly massive head, I couldn't do such things. I fall over. So
Okay.
I'm very impressed with your sleeping skills.
I have an elegant head,
It's been said.
like a Thompson's gazelle.
That one.
Always alert me.
Other brands of gazelle are available.
What's the first film you ever saw together as a band?
Oh, good question.
Sharknado?
Maybe
Might have been
Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Or Dino Shark. No, what's it called? Sharknado versus Mega
Gator.
Gator, yeah.
Was it amphibious?
Oh, this was
The
good.
one where the female scientist has a eureka moment. She's like, I've got it. Stand up, then just takes the top off.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
for
the most
no
sexist,
reason.
the most sexist
Scene
song.
ends.
She is like, she's very intelligent and a scientist. Also happens to be incredibly beautiful. But you know she's a scientist because she's wearing glasses. And yeah, she's like doing her research on the computer. She figures out what this sort of like old species of creature is. Has like what you said, eureka moments, and then. And you're like, oh wow, you're so clever, and then she just stands up and inexplicably just takes her top off and then walks in.
Yeah.
Scene, next scene, it's
How to celebrate? Tops off, that's it.
that's what I do every time.
Around your head.
Yeah.
That was Bastille's first film together. Ah.
And then we all stood up and took our tops off.
Well, we've got to wrap it up, guys,
Oh.
because you guys have got to like sound check, I think.
We do.
So, always a pleasure.
Thank you. Sorry for that you had to listen to us.
It's fine. It's always entertaining.
I'm glad
All right.
somebody thought so.